So yeah, once again, cameraman's going to be my brother, sound operator, my friend. Then I've got all my interviewees lined up, and it's she's an apprentice project worker. I've emailed her. She hasn't. Oh yeah, permission pending that one. She hasn't really replied yet. And Dee Vandal is like my manager at work, and she works in the New Westfield and stuff. So it should be fairly easy to get her. I've asked her, and she hasn't replied yet. And then I did some voluntary work in the British Heart Foundation store in Ilford. So I do know the person there called Emma, and then yeah, I think she'll be quite good because it gives her publicity for a shop as well. So I think she'll be quite easy to get an interview off. Mr. Ball, I've asked him and he said yes. In terms of alternatives, I've got Philip Maffey, which is also a project worker, apprenticeship project worker, and I haven't really asked him yet. I've got Amadi and Amni from RAF, and they're going to be quite easy to ask, and they're just going to give me their opinions, because Amadi works in New Westfield as well, so it's going to be a student's perspective of working. And Amni just just a student. In terms of locations, New Westfield, I still need to request permission. British Heart Foundation shop, I still need to request, but when I ring her, then it should be alright. Connections office, still need to request, and Chadwell Youth Academy, I've got the permission. And in terms of archive footage, I've got 2 clips. The first one's of the Westfield being made, and you know, a day-by-day little snapshot of it. And the second clip is the London riots regarding tuition fees. So these two, I'm going to ask the video owners about if I can use them, and then obviously you. In terms of legal and BBC editorial guidelines, children, I'm going to have mainly young people in my documentary, so they have to be able to voice their opinions. I have to get their permission if they're under 18, get their parents' permissions, and then just have to make sure their emotional and physical well-being is intact while they're on set, just to protect their rights. And have to make sure they don't say anything which is too extreme, which can, you know, obviously get them into trouble. Serving the public interest, I think this documentary will be serving the public interest because this is a topic which is very relevant at the time, today, maybe now better than ever, because obviously the tuition fees have risen now. Truth and accuracy, make sure facts and opinions obtained from the internet are correct, because a lot of this information that you get from the internet is not really right, so I have to make sure it's from a reliable source. Because of so many interviewees, I think I will have diversity of opinions, and that way I can evaluate the pros and the cons of each option. In terms of Ofcom, I won't have a specific reconstruction. What I will have is that guy waiting for the phone call from the job response, so I have to make sure it's portrayed genuinely as if he's waiting for a job response, because I don't want to mislead anyone of how a job response is. That is how it usually happens. Criminality, obviously the student protests were quite violent, a few of them, so I have to make sure I show the less violent scenes, just to make sure the actual documentary is viable for, you know, maybe the younger audience as well. Dealing with contributors, everyone involved, even if they're, you know, people walking through the back as I'm doing a speech, or I have to make sure everyone has given me their relevant permission and no one is wrongly presented. Potentially offensive material, I don't wish to have any potentially offensive material, because I think I'll be able to reach out to a larger audience if I don't. In terms of media law, copyright, I have to make sure I ask the video owners on YouTube about whether I can use their clips. I have to make sure I could use copyrighted material, because obviously we're an education facility, so it should be alright. And what I could do is also experiment with GarageBand and then make different sounds and then use them, because that might be better, and I should get more marks for that. Privacy and confidence. Yeah, once again, everyone has to give me their full permission, even if they're indirectly involved. Just walking through the back, I have to even ask them, because they might find it harmful, they might get offended. Defamation, portray everyone fairly, because they may be offended if you don't, as seen by Ali McCoy's team, is wrongly portrayed. If you do that, then I could get in trouble. Contempt of court, my documentary doesn't base around a legal proceeding or anything like that, so it should be safe from that. In terms of commercial viability, first of all, the BBC remit, I will try and educate the audience about the different options firstly. I will inform them how to get involved in the different options, and then finally I will entertain them by using relevant music, archive footage, things, even the testing with the job reply, that should be alright as well. It will just get the young people quite stimulated, because they need to be stimulated. Young people get bored quite easily as well. So the time that I've chosen is just there, 7 to 7:30, and the competition is with the one show, but I feel, because do you know Jeremy Clarkson said all them bad comments about how the public sector people should be hanged. So because of that, I've noticed that the ratings have gone down. Got an article there, and then that's why I feel my documentary will still get quite a lot of audience because of that. Should be alright. The next bit, the other big rival is Emmerdale. I feel the audience that we have is completely different, because my audience is obviously 16 to 25, but the audience for Emmerdale I feel is over 25, such as mothers or who are known to be fans of the soap. So completely different audience, so it should be alright. And lastly, I think it comes straight after Strictly Come Dancing and ITV News, BBC News. So I think it's a good follow-up programme as well, just to watch. When looking through the market, I found 3 documentaries. The first one was Job Seeking Skills and Guidance for Young People. The target audience was the same, but I noticed the location was the same, and it was really, really boring. It was just in one place. It wasn't stimulating, there was no music. I think mine will look into music as well. The next one is take a look at apprenticeships. It gives us an outline of apprenticeships. I thought this one was quite good. It was quite professional, and it looked into quite a lot of people, quite a lot of interviewees like my one's going to do. So maybe base it like this one. The last one is UCAS Clearing and the Alternates, which was basically like a BBC discussion on the news, and then it was basically discussing different options as well. So the concept was kind of the same, but still, I feel what my documentary is going to do is kind of just round these all up and just put it in one clip kind of thing. So apprenticeships, jobs, all in one clip, instead of having them separate. In terms of the budget, we were given £7,500. I concluded that it would cost £5,565 buying all the necessities such as in production, video camera, even a laptop, cameras for still shots, everything. And yeah, that's the cost it would come to. Realistically, I found the budget is quite low budget, and I feel it will still be professional, but this is because equipment is already provided by the school. All the locations that I've chosen are quite in close proximity. Interviewees are within close accessibility and don't require supplies such as food and drinks, as you can just buy that with your own money. And overall, I don't feel I have to pay for anything massively, because everything's within close range, and my dad works in trains, so I can get free train travel. Well, not free, but discount, so it should be. Questions?
Gurney,